Information about all 10 conflicts. Russia and Ukraine conflict 2014. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine began in 2014 after Ukraine's government became closer to Europe instead of Russia. Russia took control of Crimea, a part of Ukraine, after a vote that many countries disagreed with. Fighting then started in eastern Ukraine between Ukrainian soldiers and groups supported by Russia. Many people were killed, and thousands had to leave their homes because of the violence. The conflict caused tension between Russia and many Western countries. Peace talks happened several times, but fighting continued in some areas for many years and later grew into a much larger war. India and Pakistan conflict 2025. The conflict between India and Pakistan in 2025 started after a deadly attack in Kashmir killed many tourists. India blamed groups connected to Pakistan, but Pakistan denied being involved. Soon, both countries attacked each other with missiles, drones, and gunfire near the border. Many people were killed, and homes and buildings were damaged. The conflict caused fear because both countries have nuclear weapons. Flights, trade, and travel were also affected during the fighting. After several days of attacks, leaders agreed to a ceasefire, but tensions between India and Pakistan remained very high. 2026 Iran and America War. The 2026 war between Iran and America is a big conflict in the Middle East. It started when America and its allies attacked Iranian military and nuclear areas because they thought Iran was becoming dangerous. Iran fought back by sending missiles and drones at American bases and nearby countries. The war has damaged cities, hurt many people, and caused problems with oil transport. Many countries are worried because the conflict could affect the world economy and make fuel prices rise. Leaders from different countries are trying to stop the fighting and make peace, but the situation is still very serious and tense. Iran and Iraq conflict. The Iran-Iraq War started in 1980 when Iraq, led by Saddam Hussein, attacked Iran because of border problems, oil, and fear after Iran's revolution. Iraq hoped to win quickly, but the war lasted for 8 years. Both countries used soldiers, tanks, planes, and missiles. Cities, homes, and oil areas were badly damaged during the fighting. Many people were killed or injured, and families had to leave their homes to stay safe. Chemical weapons were also used during the war. In 1988, both countries agreed to stop fighting, but the war caused huge damage and suffering. Arab-Israeli War. The Arab-Israeli War started in 1948 after the creation of the State of Israel. Neighboring Arab countries, including Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon, attacked because they disagreed with the new state and supported the Palestinians. Fighting happened across the region, and many soldiers and civilians were killed. During the war, many Palestinians left or were forced to leave their homes, becoming refugees. Israel won the war and gained more land than planned by the United Nations. The conflict created long-term problems and tension between Israelis and Arabs that continued for many years afterward. Israel and Gaza conflict 2023. The 2023 conflict between Israel and Gaza started on October 7, 2023, when the group Hamas attacked Israel with rockets and fighters. The attack happened because Israelis and Palestinians have argued for many years about land, borders, and holy places. Many people were killed, and others were taken hostage. Israel then attacked Gaza with airstrikes and soldiers. The war damaged homes, hospitals, and schools, and many people had to leave their homes to stay safe. Countries around the world asked both sides to stop fighting and make peace. The conflict also caused food, water, and electricity shortages, making life very difficult for civilians in Gaza. Six-Day War. The Six-Day War happened in June 1967 between Israel and nearby Arab countries, mainly Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. The war started because of growing tension, border problems, and fear of attack between the countries. Israel launched air attacks first, and quickly defeated the Arab armies in only 6 days. After the war, Israel took control of new areas, including the Gaza Strip, West Bank, Sinai Peninsula, and Golan Heights. Many people were killed or forced to leave their homes. The war changed the Middle East greatly and caused more conflict between Israelis and Palestinians in the years after. Lebanese Civil War conflict. The Lebanese Civil War started in 1975 in Lebanon because of political problems, religious divisions, and disagreements between different groups. Christian and Muslim groups fought each other, and other countries and armed groups also became involved. The fighting lasted for 15 years and caused heavy damage to cities, homes, and businesses. Many people were killed, and thousands had to leave their homes to stay safe. Schools and hospitals were also damaged during the war. In 1990, the war officially ended after peace agreements, but the conflict left Lebanon with many problems that lasted for years afterward. Turkish War of Independence. The Turkish War of Independence happened after the World War I when foreign countries tried to take control of parts of Turkey. Turkish people, led by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, fought against Greece, Armenia, France, and other forces to protect their land and independence. The fighting lasted from 1919 to 1923. Turkish forces won important battles and pushed foreign armies out of the country. After the war, the Republic of Turkey was created in 1923. The war helped Turkey become an independent country and made Ataturk an important national leader and hero. Civil strife in Syria conflict 2011. The civil war in Syria started in 2011 when many people protested against the government of President Bashar al-Assad. People wanted more freedom and a better life. The government used violence to stop the protests, and fighting began across the country. Different groups joined the war, including rebel fighters and terrorist groups. Many homes, schools, and hospitals were destroyed. Millions of people had to leave their homes or move to other countries to stay safe. Many people were killed during the war. Other countries also joined the conflict, making the war harder to stop and solve. The Deep Dive. Israel and Gaza. Peace is made with enemies, not with friends. Yitzhak Rabin. Peace cannot come through bloodshed and violence. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Israel. The war in Israel began on October 7, 2023, after Hamas launched attacks from Gaza into Israel. Israel responded by carrying out attacks on Gaza. The conflict is linked to many years of arguments over land, borders, and territory. Gaza. The conflict in the Gaza Strip became a major war in October 2023 after attacks by Hamas against Israel. Israel then launched strikes on Gaza. The fighting is connected to a long history of problems between Israelis and Palestinians over land and borders. The red areas show Israel, Gaza, and the West Bank, which are key regions in the Middle East conflict. What led to the conflict? The conflict between Israel and the Gaza Strip was caused by many years of disagreement over land, borders, and holy places. Tensions grew because of violence, rocket attacks, and military actions over time. Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of Israel and one of the main leaders involved in the Israel-Gaza conflict. Yahya Sinwar was a senior leader of Hamas in the Gaza Strip and became one of the main figures connected to the 2023 conflict with Israel. Civilians' impact. Note, the people in the photo are searching for bodies laying under buildings after the bombing. The war badly affected civilians in Israel and the Gaza Strip. Many people were killed, homes were destroyed, and families lost food, water, and electricity because of the fighting. Weapons used at the time of war. Both sides used different weapons during the war. Hamas used rockets, drones, and rifles in attacks on Israel. Israel used fighter jets, tanks, drones, and missile defense systems like the Iron Dome to stop rockets and carry out attacks in the Gaza Strip. Did the war end? The war has not fully ended, but temporary ceasefires were made with help from countries like Qatar and Egypt. Some hostages were exchanged, but fighting and tensions continued. Ongoing impacts of the war. The war still affects people in Israel and the Gaza Strip. Many buildings were destroyed, and people continue to face shortages of food, water, and medical care till this day. This shows how many families were stranded. Many families lost homes and loved ones because of the war.